All right. So the crazy part is I realized that these are tips. So what I am going to attempt to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to see if I can do it like this. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we'll see if it works. But anywho, I've seen like a lot of talk going on about Miss India Love. And I personally don't know her, but the thing about social media is people are going to judge you based off of what they see. And what I can tell from this young lady is that for some reason, aging is intimidating to them when it shouldn't be. Like, oh, I'm 29, I'm not even 30. It's like, okay, and you don't have to be nasty. You know what I mean? You really don't. You don't have to be nasty to people. Off of what I was seeing, it was definitely nasty comments. And then for there to be selected outrage with how someone reposted something about her past, it's like, oh, here we go with the selected outrage. Again, the thing about your past is it's always going to come and haunt you again. But I've noticed with the past, like if you address it head on with the lessons you learned, you would be good. But what I've also learned is if you treat people nicely, they wouldn't have to use your past against you. And that's just me. That's just my personal take on it. I think she's a really beautiful girl, you know, but it's just the personality. And like I said, Miss India, I don't know you, but we're all judging you based off of social media. And based off of social media, you could do so much more, in my opinion, with uplifting women, getting them fit to the game. Okay, this is sturdy. You know, like there's so much that you could do differently. How I personally feel, but how you guys like that? But yeah, that's just my take on that. I want to try to like, I don't know what I want to do with this, but let me just make sure it's secure. But that's my personal take on it. You know, it's just funny because I would think like a girl deemed so beautiful like she is, like that girl would have game. That girl would be married by now. And I'm not throwing shade whatsoever, but it just makes me think like the women out here that are not deemed as her type of pretty, how they're able to move when it comes to these men. And yeah, that's just my personal take on her. But what do you guys think about the situation? You know, what do y'all guys think? But that's my personal take on that. We all make mistakes in life. I've made plenty of mistakes, but I've learned from them. And I will say this again and say it twice. I got dogged out early. Okay, dogged out early. So, nah, it can't be me. No. Okay, so let me take this out and let's see how it looks. But yeah, your girl got dogged out early. Ciao. Please, I know better, way better. Not catch me slipping after what was done to me. Nah. You don't trust me? You don't believe me? No, because I got dogged out early in the worst way possible. So no, I don't believe you. We need receipts. And one thing I have learned from being dogged out early by these men is if you hear a rumor, girl, you better believe it. And, you know, sometimes it could be, you know, somebody hating, you know what I'm saying? But, like, you better believe that rumor. There's some truth to it.